Hey everybody, it's Matt Jorgensen again. I follow up my video from the other day. It's Monday, it's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to everybody. Got a little bit of tower work to do for JF Wireless today. That's my wireless internet business that I run. And I thought I'd take you along with me. So we're in the old Mercedes since my truck's obviously broke down. And we got our stuff in the trunk and we're gonna head uptown. I'll see you up there. So I've arrived here at the tower site. As you can see, it's a little bit overgrown here. For those who are familiar with the Colon area, this is known as the old laminate building, the old woodcrafters building. It's currently for sale. There's a lot of drama about that. Anyhow, I rent the use of the old water tower and then a spot inside this old garage here for my server racks and whatnot. So that being said, let's take a look around here, see what we're doing today. This is the area. There's a lot of underbrush here, as you can see. It's pretty well grown up. You can't really see the tower from ground level in the summertime due to the trees and whatnot. This is what we're mounting up there today. We got a Natonix WS12 250 AC switch. There's 12 copper ports plus 2 SFP cages. It runs off 110 AC. This supports both 24 and 48 volt PoE. It's got its own internal power supplies. It's a managed switch, and then you can put all sorts of fiber or copper modules in here. This switch is obviously, as you can see, not weather resistant. At this point, Wisp Switch doesn't really have any weather resistant switches, and it'd be cool if they would offer like an extruded plastic weatherproof clamshell case for these, but as of this point they don't. This is what I've done at another site. This is a standard Eaton Type 3R outdoor enclosure. I buy these at Menards. They are sold as a 100 amp main lug outdoor breaker panel. I believe it's a 4 circuit, maybe it's a 6 circuit, I can't remember which. When you buy these, they've got a little bridge right here where you can snap in Cutler-Hammer series breakers, and then there's a ground bar up here and some other odds and ends. There's a tin shield, you know, like a typical breaker box. Gut it completely, throw all the innards away, and then take clear silicone and seal up all the holes. And I do this from both sides so that the silicone kind of mushrooms around both sides of the metal. It stays in there pretty good. I seal all the holes up. And then behind the switch, I mark it, drill the holes for the, and my hands aren't really quite big enough to get through here. That's alright. Anyhow, those are long 832, I believe, screws that come through from the backside. There's a jam nut between the switch and the shell here. And then about in this area, there's 2 square notches that the old breaker panel bridges would clip into. Those get drilled out to a 3/8 hole, and then I put a 3/8 bolt through that to bolt it to the unistrut up on the tower, which is what we're going to be doing today. So obviously the switch will, once I get up there, the switch will have to come out so I can bolt the enclosure in and slide the switch back in. Then you got all these knockouts at the bottom. You can run your Ethernet cables in and out, or if you want, you can put a standard, you know, weather head on top and run cables in from the top too. So that's what we do. I could just buy a plastic NEMA 3R enclosure. It would cost probably $100 and up, and you know, why do that when I can get these from Menards for $28? So we're doing that. Got my crimping pliers, got my hydraulic cable crimper for when I run my ground wire, cordless drill, and my pockets are full of, you know, wire cutters, utility knife, crescent wrench, and a drill bit for the drill. And then I've got my laptop bag, which has the conduit knockouts and Ethernet jacks, and inside this part, the zipper portion, is my laptop, but there's also the 6-gauge ground wire that's going to ground all this. So I'm going to load myself up and we're going to get ready to climb. And here we go. First rung. "92 feet up." I don't have a GoPro, so you're unfortunately going to miss out on the climb. I'll catch you when I get up top. We made it to the top. There's our current box that has our 2 MikroTik PoE switches that have served us fairly well up to this point. There's one of my backhaul dishes with an Air Fiber 5X on it. The grounding lug. It's going to get some extra items added to it. It is really windy up here today. There's a 900 megahertz sector. So we're going to get to work mounting this box. Catch you in for a bit here. So, I forgot the bolts to hold that box onto the unistrut, which was a great move on my part. So I get to climb down again, get the bolts out of my car, climb back up here. So, you just hang tight up here. I'll be right back. Well, after, it's about, what is it? It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. I finally got everything taken care of. I had to climb down again for some other stuff. So let's take a look at what we got done here. Stuck in this pipe. Got the ground wire attached. Hold it on solid. And now we just got to get the sectors wired in. This will get done probably on a Wednesday or Friday morning, about 3:30, 4 o'clock a.m. as that's when I have about the lowest use on my system. I'll be able to do that on one of my work from home days for my day job and not impact my work schedule that way. Well, that's all for today. Now we'll climb back down and go get something, run to the gas station, get something to drink. Because I tell you what, being up in this wind and this heat, it just bakes you.